How has your business strategy for India changed since the Emerson acquisition?
So from the last time we spoke to now, we continue to maintain that because that's something that's been working for us. We have not made any significant changes, but of course, we are constantly looking at what's evolving with the India market and trying to align as much as possible. For example, like the Make in India initiative is growing stronger and stronger. So we want to ensure that we are able to get as close as possible to comply with all the Make in India norms. So those are some of the things that we're looking at. But otherwise, we have always been targeting these sunrise industries in India, and we continue to keep our focus on that. So that does not change from the last time we spoke. So whether it be aerospace and defense, semiconductor and electronics, whether it be transportation, life sciences, energy, electrical automation, academics, those have been our focus and continue to be. The good thing for us is these are all sunrise industries in India right now, and that's why we are continuing to focus our investments all around these industries.
What are your growth plans moving forward?
So, see, we understand the advantages that the Indian market offers. So, we like very recently we had started an engineering innovation center. The engineering innovation center was focused on more targeting the aerospace and defense vertical back then. We have enhanced that capability to target all industries now. So, anybody in any of the industries that I mentioned is open to coming and collaborating with us and co-engineering with us. We also started off a service center which focused on calibration, where we offered calibration services to our customers for our products. We continue to enhance that capability, so we have added more capabilities on calibration. And in the near future, we will be also starting off a repair center very soon, where customers can get their NI products repaired locally in India, so we don't have to export it out. That is also somewhere aligned to helping customers get a faster turnaround time because we understand time is critical for most people here in India because we want to get out a quality product faster. So we want to ensure that we're doing everything possible to service them. And lastly, we're also expanding our R&D facilities. So we're hiring a lot more R&D engineers now, and because we see the need and there is a huge talent available here, we want to leverage that. So we're expanding our R&D capabilities locally as well.
How will R&D engineers engage with customers to boost sales in India?
Yeah, so I think we try to meet the customer where the customer wants us to meet them with regard to all of our engineering solutions. So the good thing is that since we've been in the market for a long time, it's been now 26 years that we are there in India, we've been able to learn significantly about what our customers' needs are and collaboratively work with, let's say, alliance partners of NI who have been able to add in, a lot of capabilities to our technology already to provide value-added solutions to our customers. At the same time, we also realize there are core fundamental things that we also need to keep innovating on. And our R&D team basically gets access to all of the customer information on what they actually want so that we are being future ready. We try to work hand in hand. Most of our technology is always a little further ahead of what customers need so that we are enabling customers at any given point in time when they need the right test and measurement solution. And we have a continuous feedback and loopback mechanism where our R&D is also capturing that input so that we're coming up with the next frontier of technology to support the customers. So the local R&D team has access to the customers, whether in India or across the globe.
What sales strategies and channels are you considering?
So we have an omni-channel approach. We use both the direct and the non-direct approaches. We have a distributor available. In fact, our distributor is displaying right behind us. VPDN Technologies is our offline distributor. We have an online distribution channel through Element 14. We have alliance partners who provide value-added solutions, and then we also have a direct channel based out of the India across India. So it's a completely omni-channel approach that we use. And like I said, we meet the customer where they want us to meet them. If they prefer buying through the distributor, they're open to buying through a distributor. They want to work with NI directly, they're open to working with us directly. We basically ensure that we are able to provide the right kind of solutions to the customers exactly the way they want it.
How do your engineers collaborate with distributors when customers have issues?
So our distributors are fairly well enabled themselves. They have a strong engineering pool within their organization. So they are able to provide the right level of support to our customers. I mean, that is the offering that they have to our customers as well. But if there are things that they need NI support, NI is always pitching in and walking in wherever needed. So at no point in time does the customer see a difference in service whether they work with a distributor or they work with NI. For them, it's the brand that they are associated with, and we ensure that the right level of support is provided irrespective of who they purchase from.
What is your approach to field application engineers?
So we have a very strong training program that we've enabled. So if a distributor or our partners recruit engineers, they go through a rigorous training program which is available to them for them to run by themselves, and they also come to NI and get trained. So there is a more specialized training that NI provides to these engineers. So that's why I said when a customer is engaging, and in fact that's the advantage of an omni-channel approach, where depending on who the customer talks to, it should not matter to them whether it's an NI engineer or whether it's a distributor's engineer. The experience to the customer should remain the same. And that is what we believe in, and our training programs are decided and designed in that fashion. So it's a very customer centric approach compared to maybe a technology led approach or a channel led approach.
How does competition in India affect your sales?
Well, I mean, it is a hyper competitive environment, and we understand that we are not the only test and measurement company in India. There are various players. I think there is enough available in the market for everybody to survive and grow. There is healthy growth that you see with all the test and measurement companies. I guess none of these numbers are very publicly available, but from whatever you understand, I think every test and measurement company is doing fairly well. And we'd like to believe that we're still the leaders of test and measurement.
How will you make your products cost effective for the Indian market?
So I think when customers are looking at advanced intelligent test systems, there is a price that they pay for the value that they derive from it. And the intelligent test systems that we have on display here is providing additional value to customers because it's helping them reduce the time to market, helping them mitigate their risks, and reduce their overall total cost of ownership, which are, I think, the three fundamental things that every organization is constantly wanting to get through all the partners that they have. And NI as a test and measurement partner provides this with intelligent test systems. So we are ensuring that we are providing the right value the way the customer wants. I don't think so. We have seen a challenge where the customer is not wanting to pay for the value that they derive. They're ready to price the value in the right way, and that's absolutely amiable to us, and we are able to meet the needs of the customers in India. So if the customer is looking at it from a very cost sensitive standpoint of view, and they want to make certain compromises, we have solutions available to give them those kind of features and needs that they actually are looking for. So the flexibility on our platform allows for this. It's a very software centric approach. So if customers don't want certain features, it's fine. We have solutions available for that. Customer wants to enhance the capabilities, we have capabilities to do that as well. So it's basically based on the value that they derive from the systems, and we have priced the solutions based on that.
What type of talent are you seeking?
See, I mean, we are recruiting, fresh graduates from engineering institutes, whether they are electronics, communication, mechanical, instrumentation engineers, computer science engineers, from the fresh, from universities, of course. And we're also looking for a lot of lateral hires and experienced folks across different domains. We want to bring in the right kind of expertise for the kind of customer base that we service. So there are engineers who have come in from our customer base because they bring in the domain knowledge. There are engineers coming in from the test and measurement world because they bring in the test domain expertise. Then we have fresh graduates who are helping us with a lot of our development work. So it's a mix of different skills. But primarily, yeah, we're looking at top engineering talent that we can always source to create the right test and measurement world. Yeah, so like I mentioned, right, it could be electronics, electrical engineering, mechanical, computer science, instrumentation. So yeah, pretty much these different verticals.
Are you looking for coding skills specifically, or is open source engagement also important?
No, I think we are looking at the ability of any engineer to be able to adapt to all kinds of technologies. Of course, speciality is great. It's good to have because it's added value depending on what kind of tool chains we use for development. But we also look for various other attributes outside of just the domain knowledge that they have, because uh, technology is evolving really fast. We also need to adapt very quickly. So we want also those kind of engineers who can quickly learn newer tools, newer techniques, newer languages of programming, and then come up with the right value for our products, which can then finally be delivered to customers. So it's just not purely on the engineering skill, but also various other aspects of an engineer that we need to look for. And we focus on that element because we fundamentally believe that skills can be taught. So you can always teach somebody the skill, but the other attributes of the engineer, be able to wanting to learn, adapt, take on new challenges, because that's what we offer as an organization to any of our employees. That's what we keep looking for.
Are you working with academia to attract talent?
We do a little bit of university recruitment, but at the same time we also have a strong academic program, which basically is incorporating one of our flagship products like LabVIEW at the engineering level itself, at the course level. So students are able to learn system design, graphical system design, and other various concepts of engineering through LabVIEW and some of our other hardware tools. So there are academic programs that run, and then these are the ones that we create industry ready so that they are able to get into the markets that we serve. At the same time, they also do internships with us. So not everybody, but we have a selection process. We get some folks to do internships with us, and then basis of that, that's a good evaluation to check whether the engineers are the right fit for you, and what is their capability, what is their skill, what is their learning curve that we can offer them, how aligned are they, or how aligned can we be with them. I think that's more important. That's a nice way of getting in people on board, and we do quite a bit of that as well.
What growth trends are you seeing in the EV industry, and where do you expect the most growth?
So, for the India market, yes, aerospace and defense is one of our largest contributors. But at the same time, we are seeing growth coming through all the sectors. Transportation is also growing. Yes, EV is one aspect of it. Semiconductor electronics is also growing. That's a high growth market as well. Specifically on your question on EV, if you look at the India landscape, there is higher adoption of two-wheelers and three-wheelers, very understandably. Four-wheeler adoption is significantly lower in comparison, but is still fast growing. I think with the goal of the government to have 30 at 30, where basically 30% of all the vehicles on the road need to be electric vehicles. That's, I think, boosted a lot of R&D capabilities across, whether it be two-wheeler, three-wheeler, commercial vehicles, passenger vehicles, and we're seeing opportunities everywhere. And I think that is something that has excited us. So our technology is not limiting on whether it be a two-wheeler market or three-wheeler market, because some fundamental EV technologies, irrespective of the two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler, need to still be tested, and we offer those solutions. So that's been good. And at the same time, we've also partnered with a lot of companies. One of the exciting partnerships that we have is with Tata Elxsi, where we recently launched a mobility innovation center along with them, which caters to the transportation world, whether it be on battery test, whether it be on safety through ADAS, or even if it's got to be body chassis component level testing. So that innovation center basically allows for that engagement for customers as well. So I think opportunities are huge. Irrespective, the overall transportation market in India itself is evolving quite a bit.
Are you targeting only premium customers or also startups and MSMEs?
Yeah, so we have an omni-channel approach, like I mentioned on the channel front, but our customer base is all across the board. We don't differentiate based on the size of the customer. Um, Whichever company is building a technologically challenging product will need test and measurement, and we are ready to serve anybody, whether it be a startup or it be a mature enterprise. Our engineering innovation center is a good example of how we engage the different levels of customers, right? An early stage startup can come and utilize our facility to validate their design if they want, to validate the prototype that they're developing, versus we collaborate with some of the big giants across the different industry verticals and provide them enterprise wide solutions as well. So it's no restriction on the kind of company it is, whether it be a small and medium scale company to a large enterprise, we are serving everybody in India.
Are there any plans to partner with the proposed OSATs that are coming up in different parts of the country?
Absolutely. I mean, I think all of these organizations who already do a lot of manufacturing outside of India, we serve them in some form or the other, and we expect to continue the same collaboration. We are in talks with all of the organizations. Right now, it's only groundbreaking time, so it still takes some time for them to get the infrastructure up and running. But yeah, certainly we are already in talks with most of them, and we look forward to seeing what the engagements will look like in the coming years.
Any closing remarks?
I think take a look at some of our intelligent test systems. That's something that will create value to any company who is looking at reducing the time to market. We have our solutions which are engineer led and AI enhanced. So definitely it will be something that you would be looking forward to, where the low value added tasks are automated and decision making is much more intelligent with more business insights through our test system. So I would encourage everybody to come and take a look at the intelligent test systems on display.